I think it's pretty clear when you are speaking to companies who are struggling with their sales, right? One, they don't really know if it's good or bad or what's actually happening. They just kind of have a sense, right? So they're not tracking it, which means they probably don't have a well-defined sales process. Also, I think when you have a well-defined sales process, for me, that means like step one, you do this, step two, you do this, step three, and so on. You have like the back end follow-up for it as well, rather than each call changing. What comes to mind for you when you think of like, if their sales pipeline mistake, they don't have a well-defined sales process? Like, what are some things that come to mind?
Yeah, I've heard it said when it comes to pipelines, there's gold in them hills. And you're right. A pipeline, that's the gold that we might be missing on a day-to-day basis. And a lot of people will chase a client and then it's gone. They'll just move on. Client forgot about it. I can't tell you how many times I've gone back to people and they genuinely actually spaced a call, or they weren't ghosting you, turns out. And those are deals that just die if you don't have a pipeline, if you don't have an actual systematized pipeline. The other thing that comes to mind is it needs to be repeatable. I need to be able to teach the pipeline I'm using to someone else so that when we do scale our own business or when other businesses scale, they need to be able to repeat that for someone else, like a junior salesperson or an SDR or a new account manager. So a couple of those things come to mind.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think you're really regimented and you're good about it, but I think a good, well-defined sales process would be good for someone like me, because I can just go off on tangents and just be like, wait, what was I doing? And just whatever. And so I need the guardrails to keep me on track. And so that's what I think of when I think of a well-designed, defined sales process. When we speak to different business owners, they often are lacking.